The world had changed since the monster apocalypse hit. For Jack Sullivan and his gang of post-apocalyptic survivors, June, Quint, and Dirk, life in the Treehouse Fortress was an adventure of its own. They'd battled hordes of zombies, befriended monsters, and even saved their town of Wakefield. But when a mysterious message crackled through their walkie-talkie, everything took a turn. Help, jungle, danger, the voice faded into static. A jungle? June furrowed her brow. There's no jungle near Wakefield. Quint adjusted his glasses. Technically, a jungle could exist if a catastrophic climate shift. Not the time, Quint. Jack interrupted. We've got to check this out. The group geared up and set out in Big Mama, their trusty monster-proof vehicle. Guided by a faint signal, they ventured into an uncharted forest. The deeper they went, the more it resembled a dense, sprawling jungle. Giant ferns, twisting vines, and exotic flowers surrounded them. This is wild, Dirk said, hacking through the overgrowth with his machete. They stumbled upon an ancient stone archway inscribed with strange symbols. Beyond it lay a village seemingly swallowed by the jungle. But it wasn't abandoned. Eyes peered out from the shadows. The group met a band of kids led by a fierce girl named Lyra. Like Jack and his friends, these kids had survived the apocalypse, but in the jungle. They called themselves the Green Guard and had their own monster allies, including a massive snake named Slitherfang. We've been fighting off a creature we call the Vine Terror, Lyra explained. It controls the jungle, trapping anyone who ventures too far. Jack exchanged a glance with June. Sounds like a job for the last kids on Earth. The two groups bonded over stories of survival, exchanging tips on monster battles and scavenging. Quint marveled at the Green Guard's advanced use of jungle plants for medicine and traps, while Dirk found a sparring partner in a tough kid named Toro. Jack felt a growing sense of responsibility. If we're going to beat this Vine Terror, we need a solid plan. They devised a strategy. Lure the creature out, trap it using the village's ancient ruins, and destroy its heart, the source of its power. The team ventured deeper into the jungle. The air grew thick with tension as they approached the Vine Terror's lair. Suddenly, the ground trembled and the creature emerged, a towering mass of writhing vines with glowing red eyes. Remember the plan, Jack shouted. June and Lyra used their agility to lead the creature toward the ruins, while Quint and the Green Guard set up traps. Dirk and Toro held their ground, fending off the monster's vine-like appendages. Just as the Vine Terror reached the ruins, it unleashed a deafening roar, summoning a horde of smaller vine creatures. Chaos erupted. Jack's confidence wavered, but Lyra's voice cut through the noise. Jack, we've got this. Trust your team. Her words reignited his determination. Together, they triggered the trap, pinning the Vine Terror under a collapsing stone pillar. The group found the Vine Terror's heart, a glowing orb tangled in roots. As they prepared to destroy it, Quint hesitated. What if this orb is connected to the jungle's life force? Destroying it might harm the entire ecosystem. Jack considered this. We have to find another way. Using Lyra's knowledge of jungle herbs, they neutralized the orb without destroying it. The jungle seemed to breathe a sigh of relief as the creature dissolved into harmless vines. With the threat gone, the Green Guard thanked the last kids on Earth for their help. Lyra handed Jack a small plant, a symbol of our friendship. Plant it back home. It'll remind you of this adventure. As Big Mama roared back to life, Jack looked at his friends. Another epic chapter in our story, huh? June grinned. And a lesson learned. Sometimes, the real fight is finding balance, not just destroying the enemy. The jungle faded into the distance, but its lesson stayed with them, a reminder that even in a world of monsters, growth and harmony were possible. Back in Wakefield, Jack planted the gift from Lyra. Over time, it grew into a vibrant, otherworldly tree. The kids often gathered beneath it, sharing stories of their adventures and dreaming of new ones. The last kids on Earth had faced another challenge and come out stronger, not just as fighters, but as protectors of the fragile balance between worlds.